everybody, welcome back to my channel. Ree here from mummyof4.com. Today is the third vlog in our mini break series for October half term 2021. If you haven't caught episode 1 or episode 2, you can catch those on my main channel and my Disney channel, and those will both be linked below. Today we are heading to Legoland Discovery Centre in Manchester before we head home. If you want to skip past all the packing up and to that, there will be timestamps down in the description. But before we head there, we're going to have to deal with this room, which is looking... How's the room looking, girls? Messy, so messy. So we're gonna have to get ourselves ready, get the room into some sort of order, tidy, yes, and packed away. Yeah. And then we have to have some breakfast.
Yeah.
Before we
then we're gonna go to
Legoland Discovery Centre.
Yeah.
So I've managed to tidy up a little bit. We've now moved from chaos to semi-organised-ish chaos. Either way, we're going to take a little break, go down for breakfast, and then finish packing up so we can head to Legoland. That's breakfast done, and now to finish packing. Not my favourite bit, but then we can go to Legoland. That's all packed up and ready to head to Legoland Discovery Centre. I think I mentioned in the first vlog, but if you didn't catch that, I have paid for the hotel, the majority of the hotel, other than about £20–30, so 2 rooms for 2 nights, and Legoland Discovery Centre with club card points, just because I'd had loads of vouchers saved up, hadn't used them over COVID. I have worked with Tesco before, but this is not an ad. It's just something kind of worth mentioning. If you do collect points for Tesco or anything else, it's worth seeing if you've got any ready to use, because I had a few that were about to expire, hence why we thought we'd spend them on this trip. We've arrived at Legoland Discovery Centre. I actually pre-booked the tickets online, and you get a time slot. I believe it's a 2-hour window that you get. An hour time slot starts at 11:10. It's just gone 11 now, so hopefully we'll be about ready to go in. And they are apparently running the Brick or Treat for Halloween for October half term. Now we're going to head in to check out the 4D cinema. So what do we think of that, guys?
Good.
Yeah, it was Zara decided she didn't want to sit and watch it, which is fair enough. We had to put the glasses on to make it 3D, and then the 4D was like wind in your face and things. Zara decided it was just going to be a bit too much. If you have got very little ones, it might be a bit overwhelming. But Bella, who's 6, William, who's 9, and Dylan, who's 17, actually really enjoyed it.
It was great exercise.
What do you think of that, guys?
Good. Oh, that was fun. The higher we pedaled, the higher we went.
Cool.
Yeah. That's what it was like.
So there are quite a few things here to do for under 5s, including the police track, a couple of little soft plays. Zara is much happier in the quieter soft plays, so I've left her there with my husband. I think some of the like flashing lights and the noises and the sort of over-stimulating sensory bits are a bit much for her, because she really had a bit of a freak out. She didn't want to go into the cars, so that's fine. She's happy with the quieter stuff. Gonna leave her there with Daddy of 4. These 2 little stinkers want to go into the Ninjago soft play, I think, so we're gonna go and look for that. William and Bella seem to be enjoying the soft play behind me as they keep popping up in various different windows and waving at me. But I would say the challenge is going to be getting them out, because they kind of disappear quite deep into it. So if you've got little ones, perhaps try and send them in with a slightly bigger one. I'm not sure adults are allowed to go in after them, but equally, I'm not quite sure who's supposed to get them out either.
Go. Oh no! Oh no!
This is like an earthquake shaker. It checks the maturity of your building.
We're just having a little chill out now while the girls do some building. So we'll have a little chat about my kind of thoughts on Legoland Discovery Centre. There's a lot to do here, and most of the children are enjoying quite a lot of it. Obviously one of the 2 bits are closed. There are some rooms behind me that are closed. I'm assuming that's because of COVID. Now, sensory overload wise, obviously 2 of my children have got an autism diagnosis, but they don't seem to struggle with the sensory stuff, the lights and the sounds and things, and they've been absolutely fine. My youngest, however, who is in the process of going through the assessment process, has really struggled more here than we have found anywhere before. And in all fairness to Legoland, it's just that we haven't really been very many places, and I would imagine this is not specific to here, but it's just the fact that it's indoors. There's lots of kind of dark areas, flashing light areas, and it's very loud just because it's all indoors. There's lots of just opportunities to be overstimulated. So with hindsight, I probably would have bought some headphone ear defender things for Zara if I'd realised she was going to find it this overwhelming. Perhaps she would have enjoyed some of the activities a little bit more. I mean, she's fine here now, it's still quite loud where we are, but some of the areas, even the under 5 areas, she really didn't even want to go into. Like the car area behind me, she just wouldn't even entertain the idea. She just found it too much. Wouldn't entertain the 4D cinema, which is fair enough, you know, it's not everything's for every child, but if you do have a child that's quite overstimulated by loud noises and things, then bringing ear defenders may be a good idea. Now they have got a cafe here if you are hungry. They've got some children's burgers and some sandwichy deals and things. I think we're actually just going to give the cafe a miss and eat somewhere else in the Trafford Centre before we go, because we've got a big journey ahead of us afterwards. We didn't really fancy things in the cafe, but it is there as an option if that's something you fancy. It's not as extensive as the range, obviously, that you get in actual Legoland, which is where we've been before, because this is a much smaller centre. It's more like, I'd say more like a snack while you're here rather than somewhere you'd go for a meal. There are a few more bits we want to do. There's apparently one ride we missed by the entrance we might go back to, but then on the way out there's a space something bit that we need to do and the shop before we leave, and then we need to go and find somewhere to eat before we start our squillion-hour journey back to Wales. So William, Bella and I are now attempting to get on to Kingdom Quest, which I'm not really sure what this is. What is this, Will? Will, what is this?
Oh, it's Kingdom Quest. I think we're saving the princess.
Okay, is it a ride or?
It's a ride.
It's a ride, cool. Are there height restrictions?
You've got to be, no height restrictions, but you've got to be over 1.3 to ride without an adult.
Okay, thank you for that very valuable information, William. I can always rely on William to absorb the information before we go anywhere and be my little encyclopedia. So you like my little Wikipedia, aren't you?
Yeah.
So we can't actually film on the ride, especially since the camera sensors will mess with it, but this is what it looks like. I'm turning off. So that was like a shooting ride, wasn't it, guys? Where you had, do you want to explain what it was like?
We had to like shoot the dots and the bad guys. Yeah. And we rescued the princess.
Yeah, so it's like a car that takes you quite slowly through a very dark ride. So I'm not sure Zara would have been that fast on it. And you get guns and you have to shoot at things on a screen as they take you through the ride, and at like static dots and things you get different points, and then you get a photo, which we can claim with this ticket. Oh, I think you've got to pay for it. They take a photo, you have to pay for it. But yeah, I think you enjoyed the ride, didn't you? It was good fun. But although little ones are allowed to go on it, if your little ones are a bit iffy with the dark, then just be careful. We had a look at the photos. They were nice, they were really cute. There was a deal for £20 for 2 keychains, 2 wallet photos and 2 big photos, I think. But I know I would have had arguments because 3 of them would have wanted keychains and things. So I've taken quite a lot of photos on this trip anyway. So on this occasion we've given it a miss. I always feel like, oh, I should buy all the photos, but it does add a lot of cost onto trips, so we don't always do it. So we're now going to find Daddy of 4, who's nipped off to the toilet, and then head to the space bit and the shop before finding something to eat and heading home. There's a few things in here that the children will ask for Christmas. The girls have asked for these Lego Polly Pocket type thing, Disney hybrid things from Father Christmas. Zara has asked for some Cinderella type Lego for her birthday, which is end of February. Bella's birthday is between Christmas and New Year, and she wants the Belle Castle Lego. William, whose birthday is the end of January, has asked for the Disney Lego Castle. with Mickey Mouse. So that's it for Legoland Discovery Centre for today. Now to go and find some food. Can I just take a second to appreciate, as we walk into Primark, the Disney Christmas decorations? I shall have to come back when we're actually shopping, not just going to eat. So we've got a selection of yummy looking cakes. We've got a small cake, a poisoned apple, an orange something, a lemon something, and a millionaire's shortbread. Should we chop them all up and share, guys?
Yeah.
You wanna try the lemon one, do you? Which one looks good to you, Zara?
I like lemon.
You don't know. Zara's tired, she's had enough.
Look nice.
Well, let's chop them all up and have a look.
I like the bits inside of underneath that.
Okay, Mummy will chop them up. So before we get in the car, I thought I'd ask everybody what's been their favourite part of the trip. William?
I really like the Legoland Discovery Centre.
Cool. Any particular bits?
The Kingdom Quest
The Kingdom Quest rides. Cool. Zara, what have you enjoyed on this trip? Which bit?
Everything.
Everything. That's fantastic. Dills? What have you enjoyed on this trip?
The food was really nice.
The food. Bells, best bit for you?
So Legoland Discovery Centre and the Frozen event.
The Frozen event was amazing. The Frozen event was in yesterday's vlog, which is over on my Mummy of Four Does Disney channel. Anyway, we're going to head off now. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it a massive thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on bell notifications, and all those YouTubey things. More videos to choose from on screen now. I shall see you in one of those. Bye.